Is DJI leaving the United States for good? Why aren't DJI drones available in the US? Well, to explore the factors at play, the implications for the industry, and the exciting opportunities for those that dare to take advantage of them, let's dive into that. As you may or may not know, since the release of DJI's Phantom 3 back in 2015, DJI has dominated the global consumer drone market. They've been setting the benchmarks for innovation in aerial photography and videography. However, a number of growing challenges has led to their products becoming increasingly scarce, if not impossible to get in the United States. This isn't about a straightforward ban or tariffs. It's a result of a multifaceted situation. It involves national security, legislative pressures, and customs scrutiny. So at the heart of all this issue, it's rising national security concerns with U.S. lawmakers and all the intelligence agencies, the alphabet agencies. They've expressed fears that under Chinese law, the government could potentially access sensitive data through companies like DJI. And this has prompted a strategy of legislative action focused on restricting DJI drone operations. So this creates a significant barrier for DJI, culminating in what many view as a de facto ban. So let's take a look at some of this. The key legislation, it's really intensified the scrutiny. Now, the FY25 NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, which requires a formal security audit of DJI by the U.S. government. This has to be completed by December 23rd of 2025. Now, this serves as a pivotal moment for the company. If DJI fails the audit, then DJI risks being added to the FCC's covered list, which would bar them from any future products accessing the U.S. market. So this audit must be completed, like I mentioned, by December 23rd of 2025. And the president recently signed 3 executive orders pertaining to drones. And one of them explicitly making sure that the U.S. government does its job on making sure this audit goes through. Additionally, customs scrutiny under the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act, or the UFLPA, has dramatically impacted DJI's operations. So the UFLPA, this presumes that any goods made partially or wholly in China's Xinjiang region may be produced using forced labor, which can result in automatic detentions at customs. Now, DJI has constantly denied any association with forced labor, affirming that the manufacturing process is solely based in Shenzhen, China, and Malaysia, completely avoiding the Xinjiang region. Now, despite this, along with all the supporting documentation and independent audits, U.S. custom detentions have led to a near total depletion of DJI products in the United States. So to combat these challenges, DJI is actively working with U.S. Customs and Border Protection to resolve any misunderstandings surrounding these shipments. They've also implemented a robust compliance mechanism ensuring that all manufacturing meets ethical standards to reassure both custom officials and customers. So currently, U.S. Customs is reviewing all this documentation, hence the delay and the returns on DJI products. Now, in response to the regulatory pressure, DJI has taken strategic action. Recently, they opted not to launch the Mavic 4 Pro in the U.S., citing significant hurdles like tariffs and unstable custom processes. Additionally, they've decided to temporarily pause the sale of U.S. drones in the United States, focusing on other markets. These disruptions are reverberating across various sectors that are relying on drone technology, potentially leading to widespread closures of drone service businesses, like yours and mine and all of our members. Now, let's turn to the silver lining in all this. The reality is this is all fueled by fear and scarcity. And these fear and challenges create massive opportunities for those that are willing to look for the opportunities and solutions. Like, let me give you an example. One of our members, Kay and Etta, they took advantage of the potential scarcity their client had about being able to get drone work done and future drone work done, and they secured a $12,000 deal. Way to take action, girls. That's awesome. So remember, don't get hung up by that it's got to be a DJI drone. Let's expect the best and prepare for the worst. Drones are just tools. There are lots of other options out there that will allow you to make serious money, albeit not quite as good, but definitely good enough. Like Autel and Parrot, and ironically, we have plenty of those and access to those drones at discounts for our members. But DJI specifically has been singled out. Not to mention the used drone market is always an option. And just because you may think it's old, it may still kick butt. I mean, look at the brand new popular Autel Evo Lite Plus, which was released at the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. The same time the DJI Air 2S was released. You may think the DJI Air 2S is old and outdated, but think about it. It's going head to head with one of Autel's current top selling and top performer drones as far as performance and features go. So bottom line, if there's a will, there's a way. You can dust off your old drone and go make some money with it. The key is don't just give up, because that's what most people do, right? When things get difficult or confusing, they just quit. And they blame the government, the weather, the economy, the president, or they blame it on because they're too tall or too short, or they're too smart or they're too dumb. Don't be like everyone else, please. Okay? Take action now, because there's massive opportunities. As far as the future of DJI drones in the US, their return is contingent on several factors. Number one, if the security audit wraps up successfully by December 23rd of this year, of 2025, future DJI drones will have the clear path with FCC licensing. Two, the completion of US Customs review this is going to be crucial to restocking US inventories with DJI drones. And then three, the upcoming challenges and changes in Congress and the potential policy shifts that could significantly influence DJI's market presence. So ultimately, the fate of DJI's ability hinges on the US-China relations and domestic manufacturing capabilities. So to recap, the landscape for DJI in the US, it's challenging, but it's not without hope. I am cautiously optimistic, okay? And the intertwining factors of national security, supply chain disruptions, market conditions, they make this a crucial juncture for drones and technology. Now, if you want to help and do your part, I'll put a link in the description for you to contact your state senator and your congressman. I'll also give you 7 different template letters that you can modify or personalize to your own liking to go ahead and send those. And also a way to contact them. We have to let our voices be heard. So I'll put a link to that in the description below. So what do you think about the current scarcity? And more importantly, what are you going to do about it? Right? Are you ready to take the next step to making serious money and taking advantage of this really once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Again, the demand is way up here and the supply is way down here, and this just creates another opportunity. So what I'd like to do is invite you to join me for a 3-day full immersion drone business training called Drone Command Live Virtual. The link is in the description below, and in fact, I'm so confident that you'll absolutely love it and will be blown away that I'm offering you a 100% money back guarantee. So if after the first full day, if you don't think it was worth every penny, then we'll happily refund you. I look forward to seeing you again soon. And if you found this video informative or helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please share it with any of your fellow drone enthusiasts. Until next time, you take care and fly safe.